Debate time. Debate time. But what am I bringing up here? Well, let's talk about this. Recently, this caught my attention. Dr. Jill Stein made a call out to none other than Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Voters should be clear on where every candidate for president stands. More than 2 months into Israel's brutal assault on Gaza, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. said that the Palestinians are the most pampered people by international aid organizations on the planet. Hey, RFK, have you been watching the imagery of what's happening to the kids? Even then, 2 months before then, when you made that statement, so many people were dying. They're the most pampered people. And they don't look pampered to me. Since then, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has continued his unrepented, reflective praise and support for Israel as the death toll has climbed to more than 30,000. I am challenging Kennedy on his assertion that Palestinians are pampered and that Gaza should be leveled. Sign now and tell Kennedy to debate me on Palestine. Now, I do know one thing. RFK Jr. will not follow through with this. All right. But if he does, it should be hosted and moderated by Max Blumenthal. Because I do know that when he had a debate and it was going to be set up on the Joe Rogan show, the opposition force dropped out. Well, we're still waiting for that, interview debate with Max Blumenthal. I don't know if RFK Jr. will follow through with it or not. But here, let's go ahead and bring this up. There's right now 2,095 signatures collected. Whether or not he acknowledges this, correction now, 2,147 signatures collected. I think in many ways, people should see this debate. And it would be interesting to see if Robert F. Kennedy Jr. would follow through on that. But there is another venue here. While we might already have a venue, this is from your union brother, Robert Kennedy Jr. I want to invite you to debate Dr. Jill Stein on the Union or Bust pod. I think it's important for the labor movement. So if that does happen, it would be fascinating to see. But this is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. we're talking about, and somebody who has made it very clear for his opinion and stance on Gaza. He has people like Rabbi Shmuley in his ear. And with the recent meltdown, or I don't know if you want to call it a meltdown or absolute insanity that Shmuley has been posting on social media, the debate's probably not going to happen. But we should have democracy in the chat. And I would like to see your thoughts, because you, the audience, have every right to see what's happening, to see what's happening on the ground, and also should know full well if there's going to be some kind of conversation between these obviously two well-known candidates who are running in the third-party sphere. Would you think there'll be a debate between RFK Jr. and Dr. Jill Stein? Type 1 for yes, Kit. It's going to happen, and it's going to be great. Type 2, no. RFK Jr. is going to bounce out. He's not going to do it. I wonder how many twos we'll get in the chat. But it is interesting because we've seen RFK Jr. talk about debates. Would he challenge Dr. Jill Stein for this debate? Will there be a conversation? I'm going to go ahead and lean in for the no, because he has had his numerous opportunities to speak out and share his mind. Probably not. Probably not going to happen. But if it does, maybe finally he could be put into the spotlight of how he feels about Palestine. Because you can't look at the imagery and say that the Palestinian people are the most pampered people in international aid communities. They don't look pampered to me because none of the aid is getting in, RFK. I mean, last I checked, we've been seeing the imagery of aid trucks being shot up, especially when people are trying to get food and those people are getting shot. When you see starving men, women, and children, they don't look pampered to me. I'm just throwing it out there. We could see the imagery all over TikTok and social media.